Hello everyone, it's me, the Retrodan, and yesterday Geoff Keighley went up on the stage to talk about games with us like he does every year at Gamescom opening night live in Germany. And I thought I'd make this video to tell you guys what games I saw that I was excited about and what I'm planning on playing eventually from the list of games that were shown. So like every year, there was a lot of things that were shown that really nobody cared about, but there were some outliers this year that I think a lot of people will enjoy in near future. I think it was really good that we got a lot of 2024 release dates because as of the Game Awards we only had a lot of games for 2025, and now that has changed and we can expect a lot of games to come out as this year starts getting into its latter half. And since a lot of releases are for December, I don't know how Geoff is planning to include them in the Game Awards because those are always done near December, so we'll see how that will work along the end of the year. So without further ado, let's get into the games that interested me. Starting by Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. As you guys know, this is the sequel to the original Space Marine game, which came out on the 6th generation consoles, so PS3, Xbox 360 and PC at that time, and I've played that one but didn't really enjoy it. This one is a completely different story. The gameplay looks more refined, the game looks better overall, and it seems like it's going to be a landmark in the Warhammer franchise that will reach out to the fans that don't know much about the Warhammer franchise and maybe want to try and get into it. So this one got a release date for early November and early access dates, and it's coming out pretty soon, so that's that about that game. The next game that really interested me was PoE 2 or Path of Exile 2, the free-to-play RPG that everyone knows because of how complicated its tree or skill tree and class building is. And since PoE 2 is a fresh start and I didn't understand much or didn't play much or get to play much of PoE 1, I think PoE 2 is going to be a good chance for me to hop into that and learn about the game and play it from start, maybe with some friends, and get into it without all the hassle of the internet being filled with guides for a game that was already who knows how many years old. So I think PoE 2 is going to be the point in which I go into that specific ARPG and universe and try it out myself. Then we have Capcom's big release with Monster Hunter Wilds. This game looks amazing. It's probably the best any Monster Hunter game has looked, especially after Monster Hunter Rise, which initially was only released for the Switch. It didn't look that good, but this one is for the next generation and it truly looks like that because the effects and the hunts they showed, the special hunts with the lightning dragon and everything, were really good and were really promising, and people are getting hyped up for this one, especially with Capcom promoting a lot of YouTubers to play Monster Hunter in 2024 or throughout this year. The hype is up for this one and I'm definitely falling for it, so you can expect me playing that whenever it releases eventually. After that we got a show of Blizzard. Blizzard showed up at Gamescom. They shouted out the Overwatch 2 team for some reason, God knows why. They shouted out the Overwatch 2 team and decided to release a new skin based on the 30th anniversary of Warcraft, but what really interested me when it comes to Blizzard's part of this show was Diablo 4's DLC. I still haven't played Diablo 4, but I think with the release of this DLC I might hop into it because I've had this game for a while and I always liked Diablo and this type of RPG, and with the DLC looking this good I might hop into Diablo to beat the main story and give it my 2 cents to see if I enjoy the game or not and if it's worth playing overall, even though we know that Diablo 4 and Blizzard have a lot of criticism surrounding it. After that we have an hack and slash which was quite unique and was already shown. This was just a new trailer for Kazan the First Berserker, so you play as this awesome guy with 2 axes or 2 weapons. There's a lot of gore involved, a lot of hack and slash elements, probably RPG elements as well. The game looks good. It looks like your good old beat 'em down high fantasy or dark fantasy RPG, and that was really good to see since it looks aesthetically pleasing enough for me to buy it and try it out when it comes out. And to finish this off, we have the Indiana Jones game. Even though I was not really convinced with the actor that is doing Indiana Jones, the game looks perfectly fine. It got a PS5 release date, which was really good. I really like that they were putting it out on all platforms. I'm a big Lucasfilms fan, big Star Wars fan, as you probably guessed on this channel, and I've talked about it a lot of times. And I'd hate to see these IPs, especially Indiana Jones, and I'm a big fan of Harrison Ford as well. I'd hate to see these IPs stuck to one platform. I want everyone to play this, and I want to play it myself, and the only way I could probably do it is on PS5. But the game looks good, still first person, even even though a lot of people suggested that the game should be third person, but I'm glad the developers are sticking to their guns, and I honestly want to see how long this game is going to be, what the gameplay is going to look like when it comes out. But it's definitely one of the games that I'm most interested in, and I know why they left it to the end of the show. It's an IP that a lot of people grew up with and are very connected and attached to, and I'm definitely one of those people myself. But other than that, I want to know what games excited you guys when it comes to Gamescom 2024. I hope to see you in the comments to debate maybe some game that I left out that you guys think should be in. But other than that, this has been the Retroden, and I'm out.